question. Tell us something about it.
I'm Billy Hackinson. I'm representing Cavite. I work as a flight attendant and I've been flying for 4 years now. I am a dog person. I love to cook. I love staying at home. And I'm a bisexual and I'm proud to be here.
Learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact?
I think if it's about lesson, it's lesson of being forgiving. It's something that I can carry out all throughout my life because keeping grudges in you is going to impact you more as a person instead of the other person that you're mad about. You have to be forgiving about everything. And I think it has to start from as early as a child because you have to bring it with you all throughout your life and you have to be able to share this to everyone as well.
What about in this pandemic? What do you think is the biggest lesson that you learned?
That we have to ask for help. That there should be no shame in asking for help. And I experienced this especially with this journey because I live alone in Cebu. That's where I'm based. And that altruism is actually still evident in the world today. That cooperation is actually the key in challenges such as this.
People should focus on.
I think they should focus on being more self-aware. They have been looking outside through their phones, comparing themselves with other people, when in fact they haven't really looked inside yet. They haven't observed and appreciated their strengths, their power, their weaknesses, what things they have to improve on. They've been so focused on molding themselves into packages of beauty and standards and hypes. I think they have to be more self-aware of themselves. They have to look deep within them, find that motivation.
Okay, I have so many things to say about myself. Well, I'm Inday Eliza Malinaw and I'm nervous and excited. And I've always believed that Inday can do whatever I set my eyes and heart into. So, kinakabahan talaga ako. Okay. Nung bata pa ako, naalala ko, hindi ako binibigyan ng parents ko ng pera. So, sabi ko, okay, nakita ko na opportunity ko sa farm ng lolo ko. I'm sorry, it was 30 seconds.
Good question. What is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
Oh, that was when I worked in our farm, in my grandfather's farm. Kasi hindi ako binibigyan ng pera. So I realized, okay, magtatrabaho ako sa farm para may extra allowance ako. And then I realized na if may initiative ka and you are hardworking, you can get whatever it is that you want in life. And now I'm here.
In this pandemic, what is that one major lesson that you learned from this pandemic?
That food is very difficult to get from the farm to your table. And that was a life-changing event for me to be able to volunteer in an organization called Move Food Initiative. I learned how to become a driver, a tindera, maybe a farmer sometimes, but now I respect farmers even more, and I hope I can teach everyone to really value the food on their table.
You think young people like you should focus on?
Themselves. You can never get anywhere if you don't know who you are. When you know who you are, you know where you are going. So with me, I know that I am a farmer, and no matter how many places I visit, I would always go back to the farm, and that's where I want to improve my community and my family.
Sean, tell us something about yourself.
I'm actually biracial. My mom is an Ilongga and my dad is an Indian, if you can see through my features. However, I was raised in a broken family and I experienced a really poor life. And I was able to rise from our situation as well because of educating people, because of educating myself. And now I decided to give back to my community. And I became a lecturer for physical therapy. That's why I was able to go to...
So, what is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
If there would be one thing that I learned through my mother, that would be always forgive people. Because there's no such thing as a perfect person. And when my dad left us, she never speak ill about him. That's why in every situation, even though other people would hurt me, I still choose to see the goodness in them.
What about in this pandemic? What is the most important lesson that you learned?
You know what? Even though you're struggling, you can still become the symbol of hope. I myself, I had fears, uncertainty, but I still realized that I could still give back to Iloilo City. Out of my pocket, I decided to cook for the frontliners, and I know that's just a simple way, but that's my best way to help our modern heroes.
Question: what is one thing young people like you should focus on?
You need to invest in yourself. As of the moment, there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of bashers or backlash. But at the end of the day, when you practice self-love, you get to know the right weapon in order for you to win life. And I feel like right now, I am ripe enough to win the competition because I've done everything that I could to transform to become a phenomenal woman that I am.
Tell us something about yourself.
Maayong udto ninyo tanan. Good noon. My name is Tracy Maureen Perez. I'm representing my hometown, Cebu City. I'm an industrial engineer by profession. I'm also a model and a beauty queen based in Cebu City. And an interesting fact about myself that I'm very proud of is that I'm a miracle baby. Life is an absolute blessing for me, and I take every chance that I can get to learn from every experience, both good and bad, so that I can definitely live my life to the fullest.
Next question. So what is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
The biggest learning definitely is to be grateful. And again, I'm a miracle baby, and my mom has always taught me that this life was given to me. It was a blessing to me. And so, yes, I take every chance that I can get to just experience, to have fun, and to make the most out of every situation, and to really connect with people, because that is the most important for me, connecting with people and connecting with them through experiences.
So in this pandemic, what do you think is the most important lesson that you learned?
During this pandemic, aside from taking care of our health, of course, health is the most important wealth that we have. It's also making sure that we have a safety net, that we are financially stable as much as possible, because that has been one of the biggest problems of every family in this country, financial instability, because of what happened. The pandemic has uprooted so many people and so many businesses, and I think if we can learn from this, we should be able to be more prepared next time.
What is the one thing you think young people should focus on?
Young people should focus on finding their true selves, finding their purpose. With the social media, with the age of social media, we tend to get lost and we tend to copy a lot of people that we forget who we truly are and what we stand for and what we deserve. We deserve so much more if you really just look into ourselves, focus on our core values, and just stick to that, then we will be able to reach our full potential and be the best person we can be.